Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Thursday, May the 9th, 2024. Thursday, May the 9th. Well, I'm going to dive right into what I chuckled the hardest about. I mean, funny. So, Sunny and Ava go to the Metro Court for lunch, apparently. And Olivia walks over to him, brings them menus. And Ava's phone rings and she goes, oh, this is gallery business. Excuse me. Jumps up, walks over to, that outer corridor. Olivia looks as she's walking away. She's looking at her and she looks at Sunny and says, I hope you are not bringing her to the wedding tomorrow. And Sunny is like, uh, no, I'm not. Lois made it clear that she was only inviting me. She did not extend that invitation to Ava. So Olivia said, good, because there will be people, a lot of people with long memories there. And so Ava's coming back at this point. What about people? What people? And so Olivia looks at her, Sorillos, Falconeries, and other friends. And she looks at Sunny and she says, I'll send a waitress over to your table. And she looks at Ava and walks off. So Ava leans into Sunny. She goes, oh, just in case you want me for your plus one, I have picked out a spectacular outfit. No pressure, though. And he goes, oh, there's no pressure because you're not going to the wedding. I mean, point blank in your face, you ain't going. And she says, what? He goes, the people there have memories, like Olivia said. They know. And he leans in, they know. No, she goes, look, she knew exactly what he's talking about. She killed Connie. Uh, Falconary daughter, Olivia's cousin, right? And she goes, look, they may think they know, but there was no, he cut her off before she could formulate the next word. He says, hold on, Ava. Just because the evidence got destroyed, I know you did it. Olivia knows what you did. The family knows what you did. So, no, that would be like a slap in their face with you showing up to this wedding. And I'm not about to do that to them. She goes, well, that happened a long time ago, Sonny. And he goes, it doesn't matter. And she's now taking up her purse and she's standing up. You're not going. She goes, well, maybe I need to rethink me and Avery's living arrangements. And he goes, no, before she says that, no, she said that. And then he goes, how long is it going to take before you forget about Kiki's murder? She was like, how dare you? How dare you bring up my dead daughter or my daughter Kiki? And he goes, he's just looking at her. Exactly. See, Connie was somebody's daughter too, just like Kiki was. He didn't say that to her. And she looked to rethink maybe me and Avery's living arrangements. And he stands up now and he goes, you want to move, Ava? Move. The danger's been over. He says, I will buy you and Avery a place. And as Sonny said that, I'm thinking, that chick just sold Windermere. Windermere didn't have a mortgage on it. She could buy her own place. She sold an island, right? And so he goes, or Avery can just stay with me. And she looked at him and she says, now she's getting that Ava glare. I can take care of him. She goes, whatever happened to me being the only one that you could trust? And he just looking at her like, girl, you know I'm spiraling out off these meds. So therefore, you should know I'm not going to honor anything that I say. And in case you didn't know, Ava, now you know. He didn't say that to her, but that's the way he's looking, like nothing is phasing him. And so she goes, I can take care of me and my daughter. And she goes storming out. Sonny looks at her walk away and he's like, oh, whatever. And then guess who comes in? Natalia. She and Blaze had a big argument because she's telling Blaze she shouldn't take Christina to that wedding as her plus one. She need to take her mother as her plus. See, no. She goes, because this is a great publicity for you and your career. All the great photos you'll be able to take with your manager and the great photo ops you'll be able to take with me. Blaze is like, no, I'm taking Christina. This is a private wedding. And Christina is my plus one. Yeah, but there'll be people there taking pictures, and you are a celebrity, Blaze. So they're going to take pictures of you, and you don't need Christina to be. Oh, she says, Christina is going with me. This is a decision I'm making, and we ain't going to discuss it. So Natalia's like, fine. We're going to see which one of us is right. This is going to be bad for your brand. You're always on point with your brand. And I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Right? So she storms off and Blaze is mad, but Blaze is looking at her. And I'm thinking, she's looking and she's thinking. She's looking and she's thinking about what her mother just said to her. Okay. So then we have Natalia. She waltzes into the Metro Court and she sees Sonny. Well, hi, Sonny. Smiling. And so he goes, well, hi, Natalia. Now, you know soap opera rules, everybody, right? We all know soap opera rules. If someone whose paths never really crossed, if they run into each other twice within 1 week, they're going to put those people together. They're going to put Sonny and Natalia together briefly. It'll be brief, right? So he goes, how's your day going? She goes, oh, I came in here. And she goes, oh, and she looks down. Oh, I see you're probably expecting someone. Like, oh, let me get out of your hair, right? So Sonny looks at her and he stands up. He goes, how do you know I wasn't expecting you? And he goes over and he pulls out the chair. She sits down and he's the gentleman. He pushes the chair in. I haven't seen him do that with a chair in forever. Forever. Okay. And he loved Nina. I never really seen him pull the chair out for her because that part of the chivalry wasn't necessary, I guess. And so she sits down and she just puts on the biggest cheese on the planet. It's going to all go badly for you, Natalia. All of it. You messing with the mob boss and don't even know it. So then we have the next part that I was like, excellent, the way we got egg on her face. Sam comes into the warehouse. Jason! And he's looking at her like, what? Where's Danny? And she's looking around and he goes, I don't know. Where is Danny? Right? He's like, you coming in here like this? Where would Danny be? He goes, isn't Danny at school? Well, I got a call from his counselor Why is he seeing a counselor? He's late for his meeting, his weekly meeting, or he didn't show up for his weekly meeting. And then when I checked the roster, he was not in his first period class. So I figured he came over here to see you. And Jason says, I have not seen Danny. And so she goes, then when I checked find him on his phone, checked where he was on his phone, the location on his phone, he goes, wait, you're tracking Danny's phone? Yes, I'm tracking Danny's phone. And he's looking at her. She goes, and it said the phone was at home. I go upstairs, it's under a pile of clothes on his bed. He goes, maybe he forgot it, Sam. Teenagers don't forget their phones, but you wouldn't know that, right? Because you don't raise one. He goes, but you're tracking him. And so she goes, I have to know where Danny is at all times. He goes, Sam, can't you see you're teaching him to lie to you? No, the person that told him to lie to me was you. When you had him helping you at the bar, he goes, wait, let me clarify something. I did not seek Danny out. Danny found me at the boathouse. And yes, he helped me. I needed help. The only reason I asked him not to say anything to you was to protect him, to keep him out of it. He goes, Sam. So she goes, Danny is, and she stops and she goes, when did you get that tattoo? And she's looking at it, and all down your arm, like in disapproval. Danny's gonna see that, and Danny's gonna, and he just looks at her. She goes, the amount of time and probably what that had to take place over a year of, the amount of tattooing he has. And Jason's just looking at her. See, Danny is drawn to danger. And he goes, Sam, I'm not representing danger to Danny. And if you would just let him see me, because that's what he wants, I would only have him in a controlled environment. And so she says, can you guarantee me that even in that controlled environment, he would not get hurt? And Jason looked at her and he said, no. I mean, because it's like, how could I make that guarantee? I can't guarantee you him walking from school today, he's not going to get hit by a car. I can't guarantee that. Well, he didn't say that. But, that's what I'm thinking. Girl, you can't guarantee nothing. But in Sam's defense, I do understand what she's saying. Crossfire. And Jason should understand that too. He is trying to draw out pikemen. Jason is going to be a sitting duck, or is a sitting duck, even though he's a very sniper sitting duck, right? But Danny could get caught in the crossfire. She is right about that. She's wrong about everything, the way she's going about it. And so she said something about, so what were you doing for what were you doing for 2 years? I need to know. So he thinks, and he says, no, she goes, she gets a phone call from the school saying, and actually from his counselor saying, oh, oops, my bad. I thought our appointment was for this morning, but it was actually this afternoon. Danny's in our office, or it was actually later. Danny just arrived for his appointment now, on time. And she goes, oh, okay. And then apparently he told her, oh, and the teacher did not put in his roll attendance until the end of the class. And Sam goes, thank you for the update. And she now is kind of head down. Danny is at school. And Jason says, wait, what happened? The guidance counselor had the appointment time wrong, and his teacher didn't turn in the attendance on the computer until at the end of the class. And Jason just looks at her. And then she goes, so I had it all wrong. I'll get out of you and Sonny's hair. And she turns and she's starting to slowly walk out. And then she's like, wait, where is Sonny? And I was like, don't answer that, Jason. You don't owe her nothing. See, if Sonny was in that tiny one-room warehouse, or even if Sonny was in the office door is open and you could see in. If Sonny was there, she would have seen Sonny. How often, realistically, would Sonny be in that warehouse? Jason would be at that one-person restaurant and in Sonny's office. Sam, you just being nosy. And he goes, Sonny's not here. And she goes, well, why not? What do you mean, why not? He's not here. And he goes, Sonny and I, no, she didn't ask again, what were you doing for the 2 years? She goes, why not? And he goes, because I don't work with Sonny anymore. Wait, what? You don't work for Sonny? And so he says, wait a minute. Why? And that's what he thought about. And then he told her, because I'm an FBI informant and Sonny, and I was undercover FBI informant. Sonny, I'm not undercover anymore. Sonny knows. So therefore, I'm not working with Sonny anymore. She goes, why would you work with the FBI? I can't tell you that, Sam. Right? And she just looks. Oh, ooh. Does that change things for you, Sammy girl? See, does that mean Jason's a bad guy and he's working with the good guys? What does that mean? What's that mean for you? Does it change how you think about him? Because she went out of there bewildered. And the first thing that chick did was take her phone out the pocket and said, I need to see you right away. She's going to blab. She's going to blab. Of course she is. Then we have Laura. I'm not even going to talk about her too much. She goes to see Alexis, trying to see if Alexis found any precedences for Heather. Of course. I don't want to think about, I can't stand Laura. And then Jordan questioned her as to why you trying to help Heather Weber, right? No. So Chase and Chase and Finn Hamilton were going to talk to Gregory, but Gregory told them no. He felt that's too much if he went, on the night trip and then trying to do the wedding. He was going to stay home, but he was insistent he wasn't having no caregiver. And so Finn's like, Dad, that's not fair to Chase. We're both going to be worried all night as to how you're okay. And then Gregory snapped at him and threw up. You sure wasn't worried about not showing up to my wedding to Jackie, especially since you slept with her the night before. And Chase was like, Finn was like, oh my God, he left. And he goes to Alexis and he tells Alexis the dilemma. And Alexis comes up with a cover. She calls Gregory and said, I'm leaving for wherever she's going in the morning, I think Manhattan. And I want to run some of the ideas on my argument over with you. I want to see if there's some things I need to tweak and I need your help. And he's like, well, tonight's not really a good night, Gregory. I wouldn't ask you if I really didn't need your advice. So he tells her, okay, Alexis, come on and come over. So she turns to Finn and she thumbs up and Finn is like, so now they know Gregory's going to be looked after. And that pretty much is it for General Hospital today. The best part was Sonny and Ava. Yes. So let's go to comment corner. Comment corner. Today, I think I'm bottom down from the top to the bottom. I think that's what I do today. So Jacarly says, Sonny is manic right now and spending money like it's a part of the illness. But I agree that he has an ulterior motive for wanting to donate all this money to the city because people are done protecting him. And Jacarly says, even Heather was talking about how she was crazy for hurting people before the hip replacement. So what is her excuse? Yeah, she may have been crazy, but she wasn't. Yes, she was. She tried to kill a bunch of people. Didn't she? Yeah, she sure did. Heather, come on now. But you got to remember, they took the hip replacement way back to like her late 20s. See, that's what they did. And then Jacarly says, so Alexis forgot that Heather kidnapped her grandson and was going to kill him by jumping off the roof of the hospital. All men are smitten with Carly. They sure seem to be, don't they? And then Chrissy says, I keep hearing people say that Carly should mind her business, but all of this is about her. So it is her business. She might not know it yet, but it is all about her. Chrissy, you just answered the question or why we say what we say. Carly doesn't know. This could be all about Sonny. This could be all about Michael. She doesn't know and she's butting. All she knows is the FBI has something on her best friend, Jason. So she's got to get involved. She doesn't, you're right. She doesn't know it's all about her. That's why we're saying she needs to butt out. She needs to trust in Jason. She knows if it's things he feels she should know, he would tell her. There hasn't been, oh, I think that's another comment. Somebody says, Carly's got a plan. I can't think of one of Carly's plans that went right, except for the one where she kidnapped Cyrus's mother, because that definitely got him in control. And when she had the boat blown up with Cyrus's shipment the night she went to that meeting, and took over, her plan did definitely work. Okay, so that's the only plan that worked, right? And then Chrissy says, I have faith in Carly. While it seems she may have, she gave more information to Brennan than she got, she has a plan. Oh, that's where she got Carly's plan. This plan is not going to work. She don't even have all the facts. Alicia says, I've actually stopped watching GH because I no longer recognize the legacy characters. What the writers are doing to Sonny's character and the characters of those around him, Ava accepted, LOL, you mean accept Ava, is turning the soap into something unrecognizable to me. Plus, it insults my intelligence that nobody is hip to his obvious breakdown, including his doctor. His med levels should be checked monthly. You're 100% right about that. They should be checked on a regular basis. GH expects us to be as stupid as they are. I'm done for now. You know what? There are times I said, oh, I hate this storyline. I've never said I'm done with GH because it's been way too many years, but I end up fast forwarding when I really don't like storylines. I end up fast forwarding so much I may end up seeing 10 minutes a day because the others are just ridiculous. But right now, who they showed even yesterday, that was interesting. Yeah. Today's show was better than yesterday's show. LaShunta says, I can't wait until Heather runs amok. Valentine lied. Charlotte wanted to spend time with him in the new house. That's what I thought. When did Charlotte want to go to boarding school so bad? All she wanted to be was with her papa. She wouldn't have wanted to leave because she would have thought, if I leave Port Charles, Anna will get her hooks into papa. LaShunta says, Carly do too much. Her hard-headed at dollar. Oh, my goodness. Gave him, I know what that's supposed to be, LaShunta. Better than those acronyms. all the information he needed. Sam, um, Sam Mudd can tell. You mean Sam got mud on her face? Or Sam's mad. You can tell. Yes, she is mad. And she's mad that she ain't the center of Jason's, but she wasn't the center of Jason's attention when before he left. Britt was, right? I thought Kate's son was dead. No, it was Karen, the ex-wife, is the one that was dead. Have a seat, Sam. She broke up with Jason. Yes, she did. Shaking my head. Anna manipulated Dante. Carly used to be smarter, but now she's put a target on Jason's back. She didn't get anything, but he got everything. I love her, but she does the most. When she started talking too much, Kate knows she busted Brennan, shaking my head. Anna Wright. I don't know what Anna Wright means. Cates is not going to hold up. Oh, she's right. Cates is not going to hold up his end of the deal. No, he's not. You could tell he's untrustworthy. I wouldn't trust Anna either. She would use whatever she just found out about Carly in a heartbeat because it happened in her jurisdiction, even though she was not police chief. Laura's brother is the reason why her daughter is still in the hospital. Why? She can forgive a bomb he set to blow up that town. But Sonny had helped Laura and Anna always. Just got through putting security in place for Anna when her life was being threatened. I know. She forgot that way too fast. Marie says, I will stop watching GH if this killer is released and Heather is the smartest nutcase and will take the baby from Laura when they let her out of jail. And Heather's subject to give the baby to somebody. Just hey. Marie says, still think it's Dex giving the information. He's his son. I don't know. We still don't know who Dex's father is, but it's not going to be, because Kate's only had one son. Dex had brothers. Remember, they used to beat him, and his father used to cheat on her all the time. So no, it is not Jagger. Marie says, you were spot on. No FBI would talk to her about anything. I thought the same thing. Why is she visiting this guy? Meaning Brennan. And Sam has issues with every man she has, but it's her. And Claire said, so true. She's the common denominator. Sam is getting on my nerve, and she's boring now. She needs some spunk. She used to have it, right? And then PE says, what's going on with GH lately? It's been so boring. Too much talking and not enough action. Richard said, agreed. DL says, agreed. I thought I was the only one who noticed the change. It's becoming unwatchable. I just let it play in the background while I work from home. It really has. You know, it's funny. I could see the difference in writing from the old writers to this new. Just like during the writer's strike, you could see the difference with the substitute writers. They were phenomenal. They were spot on. They moved things along. They just wrote really great stories. They need to go hire those folks because they were really good. And now let's see, the last comment, Lisa says, I don't think Ava is working with anyone. She's letting him get messed up with and not getting messed with and not doing anything about it. She claims to be protecting Sonny, but it's not at all. And then I don't think the not-for-profit is part of the Donner Day either. Nothing to do with them. No, it has nothing to do with them. All right, everybody, that is it for Comic Corner. I will be back tomorrow with another daily recap of General Hospital.